Could you maybe walk us through what's a practical example of how a company might use, a hybrid localization engine that blends AI and machine learning and human translation together?
Sure, great question. I mean, you probably want to first take a step back and look at your infrastructure, especially with enterprise B2B businesses that have quite a lot of content types, right? They usually have teams responsible for each content type. And when localizing, it's important to make sure that localization is centralized, because you want to make sure that translations are consistent from the brand voice perspective, from terminology perspective, right? You want to make sure that somebody is responsible for localization, for working with all those teams, right? So localization becomes centralized. And from there, you need to build some sort of, infrastructural kind of layer to make sure you can make things happen before even, thinking about hybrid workflows and so on. But as soon as you have that, as soon as you have the process, the workflows, the team there is responsible for localization, right? Then you can start matching the risk to the service level. You want to, let's say you have UI, you can use, human first with the linguistic quality assurance, which is done usually on staging server, for example, right? And again, you want to make sure that you have a staging environment to test the localized builds. And this means that you kind of want everybody's buy-in or stakeholder buy-in, for example, at the CTO level, because that's going to affect your, development culture and ultimately going to affect your localization. And then as you start matching the risk for types of content to the service levels, you kind of build different workflows for different teams of different types of content, right? So for, like I mentioned, SEO content is going to be AI plus post-editing, for example, or without post-editing. Legal content is going to be human only. UI content is going to be human first with the additional QA, like functional or linguistic QA on the localized build and so on.